Are you tired of talking to coworkers? Can you not stand the people you work with? Well then, welcome to this week's one question, one answer. I'm here with people that just annoy the crap out of me, the AKHIA Executive Committee. I, of course, am kidding. I spent a lot of time with these guys, and we have started using Slack, actually, probably about 4 or 5 months ago. And I thought for our spring season finale, we would talk about, is it actually working? Is it helpful? Nick didn't like the way I asked the one question, so he'll give his one answer based on however he feels. But is it actually working? It has 3 million daily users. It's actually replacing a lot of companies' email as a whole because you can't archive your messages. And it is actually starting to eat into even meeting time. So it's less time that you have to see your coworkers. So lucky for you guys, because that can be annoying, I know. So we're here to talk about Slack. Guys, let's start with Patsy. What do you think? Is Slack helpful?
I think it is helpful. I think that we have a lot of people in this room that have very busy schedules, so it's very hard for us to get together on the fly, to have important conversations. So we're able to communicate with each other in real time, no matter where we are. So for me, I think it's great.
Yeah. Who's next? Nick, what do you think?
I agree, Patsy. I think that it's great, the fact that you can have real-time communications. We get information shot out to a group of people at the same time, so everybody gets the same information. The place that I struggle the most is it's kind of like it's like a text message, and what's socially acceptable, when do you quit? So Benjamin gets all up in a tizzy when somebody doesn't respond back, and I'm often like, oh, I got the information I needed, and then I move on.
I need validation.
You do, yes, you need it.
Just say thanks.
Yeah.
What a great thought, man.
Emoticon.
Yeah.
Do they have
Great
emoticons?
Yes,
I thought
do.
silence
We do.
is
We'll start
affirmation.
doing that. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. What do you got, Mike?
I think it's helpful. I haven't reached the point yet where I said, my life has been revolutionized with Slack, but it's been a helpful tool amongst us. I also like the way it's formatted, a much better thing than email, because this encourages us to kind of write, if you will, the way we talk. A little bit shorter, get to the point. An email, sometimes you're obligated to fill that field and you have your signature and everything else. At least with Slack, it's here's my point, and there's enough people who will probably respond, at least one or two, fairly quickly, because if they're mobile, they're getting what I have to
Because
say.
they care about the person that's actually sending the message,
They do
and they
care
want to
about
know
the
they
person.
received it.
That's right.
Yeah. Oh, my notifications were turned off. I said all 5 people.
Wasn't working.
There have been a few
Wasn't
bugs.
working.
Yeah,
There have been a few bugs.
It's learning that Slack etiquette. Slack etiquette.
Yeah.
You know, but I think we're a good group to iron that out.
I mean, it's been helpful because otherwise we would just have used email or tried to find each other, and then email gets bogged down and gets buried. So at least this way, if we have something urgent in real time, we can quickly get a hold of one another fairly quickly.
Yeah, I think it's better to get that. Like email, if you want to go into the archive of the conversation, you go from the bottom to the top. It's just kind of an odd way to see where the conversation began. If the Slack, you can go top bottom and get there.
And when it's delicate information, you do know who it's going to.
Yeah.
There's
That's
no
right.
questions
Yeah.
that I typed in the wrong. Mike.
Wrong, yeah.
Yeah.
Locked channel.
Yeah.
That's right.
That is a good example of why it is more secure, is the group set. And you can set up micro groups within it, but for us, we keep it to one general group, and I think that's easier to do. Angela, last but not least.
I agree. I think it's definitely helpful. It's much more immediate, and I definitely agree with what Mike is saying. Is it forces you to be a little more concise, because otherwise you have this long trail and it looks overwhelming. So I think everybody kind of tightens it up, and we can reach each other immediately.
Yeah, so with tools like this and other new technologies, it'll be where people at work never have to see anybody ever again, which is terrible. So we actually love Slack, all joking aside. It's been, I think, very beneficial. April hit the nail on the head, real time, because we are moving so fast that it does help to flag each other on something that you're like, oh crap, I got to send that email later tonight. And I personally have seen my emails go down because I know I'm an offender. I do send a lot, which means then we're having cross communications and the email inbox goes up. So email fatigue has been decreased a little bit. So Slack, I think the biggest thing with it is just getting more people used to it, because they're on social channels texting. Nick said there's so many different things that one more thing you're on your phone, even though there is a desktop version of it. So I think it's just starting to decide when to use email versus Slack is still the biggest thing. So all in all, I would say incomplete grade, but if we had to grade it right now, probably right about a B. We like it.
Yeah.
But we'll see if we keep using it and how it evolves. So thanks for tuning in to the spring season of One Question, One Answer. This is the finale. April said we had to have some kind of cliffhanger. So tune in next week to find out